Thank you. That took a little bit more Pokeballs than I would have liked, but I won't complain considering I do have an HP up in my bag that I can go ahead and sell. And you got an item on you too. You got a tiny mushroom. I can sell that as well. I want to see actually just like sassy natured. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Heartgold randomized Egglocke. Previously, we took on, I think we finished up the rest of the Sprout Tower, and we took on Faulkner as well for our first gym badge. And as you can tell by the layout, it was a little bit of a difficult time. We did have our first 3 deaths of the series, and we are now just rocking this wonderful team of 3. We have here. We did end up hatching this Rotom at the end of the previous episode in place of this egg here. And the reason why I'm keeping this egg in the party, even though it's not necessarily one of the eggs that is a part of the Egglocke, I'm keeping it for the sheer curiosity because I want to see what it is. But we won't know for a little bit. But I will go ahead and do team recap since it's actually been a little bit since I last recorded. I'm going to feel that way when I end up recording some Pokemon Sweet after this. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I've recorded, so I want to just, catch myself up to speed. But we have Fireball, our cast form, which even though it's in its, sunny form, is still a normal type, level 16. It's got Battle Armor, which is super duper good, and it's rocking Ominous Wind, Powder Snow, Water Gun, and Ember. Then we have, for my money, the most underrated sleeper Pikmin on the team. We have Airmat, our Illumise at level 15, with the Compound Eyes ability. This is actually really, really good because if we get some low accuracy moves like a Focus Blast, we tried Zap Cannon with him. Unfortunately, he can't learn Zap Cannon. I will teach him to him because his special attack is actually pretty good. But Rock and Bug Buzz, Moonlight, Doom Desire, and Charm. And then last but not least, our newest team member, we got Lukey the Rotom Mo at level 1 with Signal Beam, Thundershock, Thunder Wave, and Leaf Storm. So Leaf Storm's on there because obviously it's Rotom Mo, but its egg move was Signal Beam, which is not bad at all. I do run a little bit of a risk with Lukey because we do not have an experience share or anything like that yet, and Shadow Tag is probably going to happen. So I do want to make sure that I am as careful as I possibly can. Actually, what I want to do, low key, is try to get to where you can get the fishing rod, which I don't know where that area. I don't know who, or I don't remember who gives it to you off the top of my head, but if I can find them and not get into too many battles, that'd be great, because I'd like to hatch some eggs in this episode so I can build a little bit of a better team before we fight Bugsy, because we saw in the previous episode with Faulkner, they aren't playing around, especially in this level booster. Faulkner's ace, I forgot completely, was 13 originally, and thus his ace for when we fought him was 17. So the fact that we actually came out on the other side of that with only 1 death is good. Celebi. Okay, There's a good chance I could have stayed in and swapped out here, but this is not our first encounter. We already got our first encounter in this route. We actually got it before we fought the gym. Leech Seed. You are just being annoying. You were just being annoying. Good experience? Not even good experience either. I mean, I suppose it's level 7, but still. And there's cut trees there. But we don't get access to cut until after the second gym. So that kind of blows. Alright. Turtwig and Egglocke. I should not be afraid of an Egglocke. I really shouldn't. I don't care what level this thing is. That's sheer annoyance more than anything else. Ember, that's fine. Another Ember, you're dead. 2, 3. Yeah, because if we can get Lukey to catch up to the rest of the squad, that's a pretty solid team of 3. And, you know, for my money, Rotom is definitely going to be the best thing that we have on this team, at least like base stat total wise. And Rotom is in the same boat as Castform in that in this game, he is going to be his regular typing. So even though he's Rotom-Mow, he's still electric and ghost type, which isn't bad, which is not bad at all. I just kind of wish instead of Signal Beam, I gave him Ominous Wind, but I don't think Ominous Wind was an egg move. So I might have just given him a Signal Beam for coverage. I don't know. I can't remember. Bayleaf. I don't think Bayleaf can do much to me. But I also don't want to swap out and find out if that's true or not. And I like how I said, I feel bad for that. Powder Snow has such a low chance to freeze, and I just froze his Bayleaf. I feel bad about that. Bayleaf will always have a soft spot in my heart. In fact, Chikorita was the starter that I chose when I played Heartgold Soul Silver for the first time. Which is kind of funny. Well, I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's kind of interesting because a lot of people are always like, oh, Typhlosion and Feraligatr, they're so much cooler than Meganium. And it's like, okay. I don't think Meganium is bad in any sense. It's just not as heavy of a hitter as those two. Okay, so can I go down the walkway? I definitely could go down the walkway and make it there faster, but I think there's a TM. I know there's a TM down there somewhere. I want it. And I know behind the cut tree that was all the way up there, there was a that guy gives you a TM. Oh, speak of the devil about Typhlosion. There he is. Not that you would. Please do not have Arena Trap. Alright, went for tackle. I actually could have stayed in. But what would be a good reason for me to stay in on a Typhlosion with a level 5 Rotom? There wouldn't be. Okay, I have to be careful too when I come down this way, because one of these guys is a guy that had like 3 Magikarps, and one of them's like level 15 normally, but that it's gonna get randomized into something that's like level 20. I don't think I can skip that guy right there. And I don't think one of these guys, I don't know if it's one of these guys who gives you the rod. I'm gonna talk to him. Nope. It's not him. Okay, I don't think you're the guy I should be worried about either. Because trust me, if we'll find out very quickly if it's the guy we got to worry about. Wartortle. See what level this Wartortle is. I might stay in. Level 10. Outspeed. Oh, I was hoping to kill. Okay, critical hit. Nope, not interested. I wanted to give you a chance, Lukey, but... That was the strongest bubble I've ever seen in my life. I could. Oh, I was gonna say I could choice specs him, but I don't know if that would really work out as best I would like. I completely forgot I had this HP up in my bag, and all of these items so far. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, I got some decent stuff there. Yeah, I don't think I can skip that guy. Or wait, maybe he's not the guy who wants to fight. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, Metapod? This thing can't do anything to me, right? Bug? Bug resist bug? It does not. But where does that compare to stab? It's about the same damage. But this should be decent XP because the fact that Metapod is like a mid Evo. It's something I can kill by myself, so. Uproar. So this is actually Generation 8 Uproar, which is base 90. However, I don't want to lock myself in. And I actually like the moveset that I have right now. Because T-Wave's always going to be good. Signal Beam will be good coverage for now. Even though we already have a bug type. And knowing that we're still ghost type, I would prefer to get like a ghost move like Shadow Ball or Ominous Wind on my moveset. Oh, he's going to want to fight. Yep. So the objective of trying to skip trainers in this route just didn't happen. We just did not do any of the intended objective. I was a little worried because I know Crocodile could have had bite, but seeing as I outsped, we're fine. Okay. Is there a hidden item over here? No. Oh, Ooh. Ooh, I just realized that could be huge. We might need to keep someone on the team with Headbutt. I just realized that now. We're probably going to want to make sure we have somebody with Headbutt. But who the hell learns Headbutt by level up? I can't think of who would learn Headbutt by level up because I think the guy who gives it to us, I'm just going to go up here and get this item. I think the guy who gives it to us, the move's going to be randomized because it's a move tutor move in this game. But yeah, this is normally a TM. Stop running into stuff. Venomoth? Actually, I'm not afraid of a Venomoth. Give me this experience, please. Thank you. Level 10. Just like that, Lukey's level 10. Okay, I don't think that's a terrible TM because I'm pretty sure the TM number for that is normally double team. It's got 15 base power. So it could be good, but I don't think Skill Link is... I don't think Skill Link is an ability in this game. I think that's Gen 5 when Skill Link came out. So, to be honest, I don't know if that's as good as you would really want it to be. I mean, if I hatch a normal type who's a physical attacker, like I said, it goes over double team. A lot of Pokemon learn double team, so that could be solid. That could be a solid enough move if I don't have really good moves on them. Ganlon Berry. What the fuck does that do? I'm pretty sure I picked up an Apricot Berry and all that. I'm trying to think if I say fuck it and fight the guy who I know has level 20 or not, but if he has anything stupid and I lose, I'm going to be pissed at myself. Man said that glance is intriguing. Yeah. Oh, never mind. You're a god. Let me, get off my high horse. There is a god here. All right, you're growling. Thundershock doesn't do anything. I'm gonna Leaf Storm. Nice. Good experience as well. I will always love Ampharos. Always love Ampharos. Even though I didn't use him for my first playthrough of Heartgold Soul Silver, I remember I caught him a Reap and I was like, I love it. Because again, you got to go through the kid mind me. It's not like a lot of people who actually started by playing Generation 1. I was like, Gen 4 was my Gen 1. So when I saw a lot of these Pokemon that were technically older in the remake, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then that that obviously changed over time. Hello, Celebi. It baffles me that you only give me 64 XP, but to be fair, you don't find Celebes in the wild. But you'd still think they coded it in, right? That they would change that. Okay, so we have Luki out front, which is actually super duper good for us because we do have a status inflicting move in Thunderwave, so it should be a lot easier for us to catch Mons in this game. It's not a guarantee that we'll catch everything, but it's not a guarantee that we'll catch everything, but it does increase our chances significantly. I was scratching the back of my head, and of course the exclamation mark pops up. I don't think I could Thunderwave that, chat. In fact, I actually don't know what to do to this thing. I don't know what it learns. I'm just gonna, Yep. So I don't think I can Thunderwave it, so we're just gonna have to... Just be careful, because he is Tail Whipping. And if he has anything that can hit us... Although, as a Rhyperior, I don't think he will. Ooh, 2 shakes. Okay, we really gotta be careful. No. Okay, he went for Fury Attack. That's fine. Come on, you shook twice the first time. Don't false promise me like this. Okay, dude. This is the hard part about doing a randomizer right here. Don't false promise me like that, man. 3 shakes both times with the Premier Balls. Come on. Come on, man. Okay, it doesn't look like it can hit me with anything, which is actually like fortunate for me, but yeah, because there's no one else. I can't send anybody else in. Illumise doesn't have anything that can status this. Cast Form doesn't have anything that's a status move. Thank you. That took a little bit more Pokeballs than I would have liked, but I won't complain considering I do have an HP up in my bag that I can go ahead and sell. And you got an item on you too. You got a tiny mushroom. I can sell that as well. I want to see actually just like sassy natured. I feel like I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I should have. Damn it, man. I should have done a fucking just regular randomizer of this game, dude. That. Oh. Huge power Hyperior? That's insane. And we caught it at level 12, too. So. That's actually, like, really good. Because Rotom's level 12 right now. So that would be just, like, a perfect inclusion back on the team. This thing is still not close to hatching, though. I think what I want to do is I want to catch all my encounters first before I hatch the eggs. So, and I think how I want to do this is we're going to run all the way back to New Barktown first. I think we're going to run all the way back to New Barktown first, get our fishing encounter there. And then we'll go to Cherry Grove, get our fishing encounter there. Because then at Cherry Grove, we have the ability to actually hatch the eggs there because there's a Pokemon Center there. And luckily there's all these ledges here to make it go, to make going back easier. Because it doesn't matter if I end the episode at Cherry Grove or not, because I'll probably just make my way back off screen anyways. And before I do, I completely forgot while I was there. Did we see that if they had a second mart in Violet City? I want to say we did, but I also cannot remember for my life. I'm going to sell that, and then there's that tiny mushroom. Say, I don't think that sells for too much, but I know for sure I'm not going to use it, so not really keen on keeping it. So we will buy these in 10s so we can get some Premier Balls. Do I buy? Yeah, I'll buy 10 more because it's literally not hurting us at all in terms of like finances. And then potions, I'll buy 12 of these because again, we have quite a bit of money still. Because we've been finding a lot of like high value items in the wild, so we've actually been doing pretty decent. All right, Route 29. I'm still pissed that my first encounter in this route was a Ho-Oh. Because there's no chance in hell I was catching a Ho-Oh. Come on now. Alright, so New Barktown, our first encounter is going to be... I can't catch this. What the fuck? And doesn't he get like Memento or something like that if I level up? Why am I catching power? Why am I trying to catch power for my Egglocke? Like, in usual Egglocke fashion, it's the other way around. But in this case, I don't have too much power in my PC because it's a lot of mons I haven't used before. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know. I thought Illumise was complete trash, but it's been proving to me kind of otherwise. At least so far in the early game. I don't know if we're going to be saying that in the later portions of the game, but again, never say never. If I catch a fucking Latios in a Pokeball, I was about to say. Especially because this is like pre-Gen 6. Even though like Latios' catch rate I don't think is different in this generation versus Gen 6. But like from Generation 6 all the way to the newer games, they made like the box art legendaries so much easier to catch. Which I'm not complaining per se. I'm just saying right now I know that the old games, when it comes to catching legendaries, it's hard, especially like legendaries like Latios and Latias, the legendary dogs, the legendary birds, Mewtwo, all of them. They make it very, very difficult for you to catch legendaries. And in fact, I have a story about like Mewtwo, or not Mewtwo, sorry, Moltres. And I might have said this during Generations Master Mode when we had a Moltres, like at the very beginning of like Fire Red. I say Fire Red. I am smooth brain right now. At the beginning of Red version, I like could never catch Moltres in any game that you could catch Moltres in. Be it, all right, I'm gonna heal because his Psywaves are doing just a little bit too much damage for my liking. I mean, I could swap into Fireball actually. Fireball's probably got better special defense at this point. 31, actually, it might be close. 34. I don't think Psywave has a chance to crit, but Fireball definitely has better special defense and more HP. So it doesn't matter to me, you know, here. But I could not catch Moltres in any game whatsoever. I could catch Zapdos, I could catch Articuno. Those ones didn't have an issue with. But Moltres, I just could not catch. Like, he was always the hardest one of the three to catch for me. Even though all their catch rates are the exact same, I was always convinced Moltres was the hardest one to catch. Because, like, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, you could always get Zapdos and Articuno earlier, I should say, than you could get Moltres. Especially because Moltres is found on the islands in that game and not in the Victory Road like he is in Red, Blue, Yellow, and Let's Go for that matter. And so there's that situation, but then in Heartgold, Soul Silver, he's in Mount Silver, and I go and try and catch him. He's too difficult to catch. I'm like, okay, cool. And then you have Platinum, where he's roaming around. So usually that makes it hard there. If you don't carry anything like a Shadow Tag user or someone with Mean Look. But yeah, man, it was always difficult to catch Moltres for me. And in this game specifically, Suicune was difficult for me to catch. Because I never really went out of my way to try and get the roaming dogs. I never tried to. But I think there was one time I played it. It was probably actually the last time I played Heartgold, Soul Silver. Just like vanilla, which I was super tempted to do before. I was like, you know what? Let's just do it as a series and let's do it as a randomizer. Let's do it as an Egglocke. So I like it when you do not, for 2 seconds, you were sleeping just fine. You were doing so good this entire video. So good, and now you're coming up and harassing me like you haven't seen me all morning, even though you've been laying up on the bed, and you slept on the bed when I was sleeping. Like, you were doing so good, and now you're gonna start getting into trouble, and then you're gonna get kicked out. No, we're not gonna do this. Not today. You saw what happens when you get in trouble, right? Really, the remainder of this episode is going to be catching this Latios. That's fine. We'll get to have some eggs at the beginning of the next episode, at least. I mean, I could speed things along. Okay, that did 16. That did a little bit more than I would have liked. Oh my god, dude. I mean, the paralysis is helping. I'm getting one shake quite frequently. But still, man, this is ridiculous. Oh, I completely forgot about the heal block, too. That could have been crucial. Alright, now your Psywaves are just doing 14, 15 damage. There we go. Alright, there's one shake again. I'm thinking no. No. Just stay right there. Not fancy. Interesting. There goes all the premier balls. I have a hunch that tells me we actually don't catch this thing at all. Wait, I just healed with the potion during heal block. I don't know. I don't think that's supposed to... Does that mean I can't use, like, recover and things like that? Like, moves that would heal me up? I never understood heal block. Like, I feel like it doesn't make sense for it to be like, oh, I can use a potion to heal. But I guess if you're looking at it from a competitive standpoint, you can't use potions. Oh my god, dude. I'm really gonna run out of all my Pokeballs for this thing. And it's fine that I'm doing this, because I can just go buy some more, but... It's a damn shame is all I'm gonna say. Because this is Pokemon 101. They tell you, hey, get it to the lowest possible HP as you can. Then you start chucking balls. Now, is this the lowest possible HP I can get it? Probably not. I can probably Ember it and get it down even lower, but it won't actually affect the catch rate at all. If you look at the calcs, it won't affect the catch rate at all. And I'm using Pokeballs. But it's Pokemon 101 right here. First thing they tell you in the game, get the HP low, throw status infliction on it, it'll be easier to catch. And I went through almost 40 balls to try and catch this Latios. And we're not going to catch it. I don't think I got more than 2 shakes that entire time. So that's disappointing. It's actually... yeah, very disappointing. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and end off the video. In the next episode, we're actually gonna start in Cherry Grove so we can get our fishing encounter there. I can also buy Pokeballs there, so yeah, we're gonna start the next episode in Cherry Grove, get our encounter. We'll hatch the couple eggs that we need to hatch, and then we are gonna make more progress going towards Azalea Town and trying to get our second gym badge. So if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.